Hello Cancer, and welcome to your first couple reading of 2019. Cancer, I've already pre-shuffled your cards and I'm ready to go. Quick channel update. First of all, I am available for private readings again, so if you're interested, you can find the details in the description bar below. Most importantly, I'm mentioning this because I'm only doing the yearly forecast for 2019 for another 2 weeks. So if you are interested, please email me, book the details quickly because they're only going to be available for another 2 weeks until the end of the year. Also want to give a shout out to Justin from Ipswich who sent in the thumbnail, the image that you guys see on this video before you click through. That is his picture from his hometown, so thanks Justin. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go have a look. I mentioned it in I think I did a Christmas video in December where I did a bit of a channel update. And I asked everyone if they would share pictures of their hometown. So thanks to Justin who sent this one in. Secondly, from an astrology point of view, we are just gearing up to the very last Leo eclipse. It's a full moon lunar eclipse on the 21st, maybe 22nd, depending on where you are in the world. It is going to end a karmic cycle for you. If you want to know what that means for your specific sign, go have a look at the 2019 annual readings because I talk about it in depth. But basically, it is going to close something out for you. This particular Aquarius Leo eclipses that we've been going through for the last couple of years is all about karma, okay? So however that falls in whatever house it falls in for you, it's going to be about finally closing that door on one last little lesson that you have to learn before we get on with the rest of the year. So let's get into it. Cancer, you are coming into this time period with the card of Temperance. If I haven't said it already, this is for Cancer couples from the 16th to the 22nd of January. So for you, I feel like in your relationship, it's all about finding the balance, okay, between you and your partner. And I'll be honest here, I do see a lot of energy of healing for you, Cancer, okay? I know I said it's been a little while since I've done couple readings, but I know I said in your 2019 forecast that it's all about nurture and nurturing you. And that's straight away how you start off this week, right? Beautiful card of the star. Healing energy, okay? Now for cross watchers, this is great. This could apply to you as well, but I'm feeling this is very much for the sign of Cancer, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. And it's coupled with the card of death, so this represents a sign of Aquarius and Scorpio, but it could literally talk about how I feel like it is this very much this healing energy. So Cancer, I feel like you're focused on trying to find your balance again within yourself. Even though this is a reading for couples, for married couples, for people in relationships, I feel like the important focus for you is really on finding that balance. And look at her. She's a goddess, right? Look at how beautiful she is. She's connected to the sun. She's connected to water and the earth. She's just absolutely beaming with electricity, like glowing, radiating. It's gorgeous. And with that comes great transformation, right? The death card all speaks about transforming. So I feel like for many of you, you're transforming who you are as a person deep to your core. Now, Cancer, sadly, at the bottom of this, we do have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like money is quite tight at this moment. I'm not sure what you're spending on or how it's going or where it's going, but I feel like it's a little bit tight for this time period. So that could be putting a strain on your relationship. For some of you, you could be involved with the Libra because I have the card of Justice here at the center. I also have every element, essentially, other than Earth, really. No, I do. I have the Queen of Earth as well. So I have the Queen of Cups, I have the Queen of Wands, I have the Queen of Pentacles, and I have the King of Swords. Because you got a couple of extra cards that came out. So I feel like for some of you, I'm just going to read the messages as they come through, so many of them. But for a lot of you, it's really about doing some inner healing work, okay? And that's going to make you a better you, and you're going to present better to your partner. You're going to be a little bit more harmonious. Money is tight. I don't know whether you've spent too much over Christmas or what's been going on, but it's quite tight at the moment, and particularly for this week. But don't worry, it'll all kind of even out as you're going into the next week. Now, once you get past like the weekend or kind of just as you come to that eclipse season, you do have the Queen of Cups coupled with the King of Swords. So the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so it could represent you, and the King of Swords is air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could literally be a couple. This could be yourself and your partner that I'm reading for, or it could speak about the energies that's around you at the moment, okay? So the Queen of Cups is very much a loving, nurturing, kind, considerate, very warm, motherly type of energy. How can I help you? What do you need? That kind of beautiful earthy, not earthy, beautiful water energy, right? And then the King of Swords is very logical, straight to the point, fiercely intelligent, knows where they're going. Now, this could literally represent the energy that you and your partner have within your relationship. It could be you're both reaching this point of being very harmonious. Sorry, the microphone was just rubbing on the table then. Very harmonious and also very loving as you come into this eclipse season. I feel like for many of you, you're turning kind of a little bit of cycle. You know, the Death card I don't take lightly. This is major arcana. This speaks about transformation. But I don't feel like it's your relationship, Cancer. I'm very much feeling like this is you, yourself. You're transforming who you are. And in that, you're able to find the ultimate balance when it comes to your relationship, right? You know, often when people are having struggles in their relationship, the first thing that they go is, why is my partner doing this to me? And I'm like, well, what are you doing that is provoking the situation? What's your part to play in it? And everyone goes, oh, it's not me, it's them. And that may very well be the case. But I feel like you always need to try and be objective and look at both sides of the coin. You know, how have you been coming across? Have you been loving? Have you been the best version of yourself before you even ask if you've been loving? Have you been in a place where you can give love, you know? Just because you're in a relationship doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the best frame of mind as a person, as a whole human being, and ready to actually give. And that's what this card represents, the sign of justice, Libra. It's the sign of Libra, the card of justice. It speaks about trying to find balance. And what's really cool is this is between, I love these cards, between your heart and your mind, body, heart, mind, soul, right? And that's what I was saying before, where I feel like you're doing this beautiful healing work. Even though money may be tight, you're really focused on, you know, being healthy within your body, within your mind, the whole lot. And that's what's going to give you a little bit more harmonious kind of connection within your relationship. What's interesting is that as you get to the weekend, there's another queen here, the Queen of Wands. So fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that could be your partner. And then you also have the Four of Wands. This is very much a card of marriage, of home, of stability. So it could be that... you know, in doing this inner work on yourself, Cancer, you're able to find a bit more stability at home. You're not arguing as much. I definitely see an Aries here because I have the Emperor that's come out as well. And before, as I mentioned, I said we have all elements, and then I corrected myself, but then I remembered that there's the Queen of Pentacles that's come out. So, you know, whenever I do relationship readings for couples, I always look for other energy around you, okay? I don't see the kings and the queens as children. I do look for that kind of thing. This is a general reading, remember, I may not be reading for you, but I see these more as other people. This could represent a father figure, so maybe it's your father or your partner's father or someone of authority. Maybe it's a boss that's kind of interfering. And I see the Queen of Wands kind of like that as well. Maybe you work for a female boss and she's a fire sign. Maybe she's quite fiery. Maybe she's quite demanding. But I feel like either it's parents or it could be work employees that are putting a lot of pressure on you both when it comes to money and what you're trying to achieve. And that could be having an effect on both of your careers, okay? Especially when it comes to money. It's like work pressure is on. I feel that very strongly. But Cancer, you are so balanced right now in terms of your energy. I'm getting a very balanced, transformative energy, grounded energy, very balanced and homely. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that balance. Look at these two cards. That's how you come in, like this. The card of balance and the card of healing. Really beautiful. And then you've got the card of transformation right next to it. You have a lot of major arcana energy around you, okay? You have the card of temperance, you have the card of star, you have the card of justice, and then you have the Emperor as well. So if I was to summarize it in any way, I feel like for those in couples, there's a little bit of money struggles this week. I spent too much at Christmas, some sort of outlay going out. I feel like work's going to play a big figure for both of you this week. Either your partner's working incredibly hard or you're working incredibly hard, or both. And I think your bosses are demanding a lot of you. And if not your bosses, then your employees or your parents. And then finally, I feel like whatever it is that you're going through, Cancer, whatever it is that you're focusing on yourself, which is so important right now, this Leo full moon lunar eclipse, whatever you're trying to build new. Let's say you're focusing on an exercise regime. Let's say you're focused on building your business, building your wealth, building your health. Maybe, you know, you're going to yoga 3 times a week, or whatever it is for you. You are going to be successful, and this is going to help your relationship and your foundation, your marriage and your home, if you're married, like you wouldn't believe. So keep going, okay? Don't stop. Ignore the work shit. Keep focusing on you. Keep doing what you need to do to keep yourself grounded, okay? Ignore the money. You're not fearing about money. Money always comes to me. Get your affirmations. Get it sorted. Because this healing work that you're doing is going to transform you, and especially your intimate relationship. All right. Additional guidance for Cancer couples from the 16th to the 22nd. Eddie, can I have one card, please? All the others have come out so fast, and now yours. There we go. You get 2, of course. Okay, Unfinished Symphony, 10, and 48 Poised. So 2 messages. So I'm reading for 2 groups here. Okay. Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Key meanings, lack of closure, need to make amends. All right, now don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger in this, right? But someone needs to hear this. Moving on is difficult when love lingers, things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied to you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make the call, or have the conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Okay, so I'm going to break this down for you, all right? Literal meaning for some of you, you could be considering a breakup, okay? 5s represent change. It could be something that you're thinking about. With the card of Justice here, it's legal. The 4 of Wands, it could be that you are actually speaking about breaking up, having a transformation, breaking up your partnership or your marriage. What I will say is I don't feel like you're ready to make that move just quite yet. Certainly not in this week or in this month. I'm not getting that feeling. For those that feel like it's rocky, if anything looks like it might happen, I don't see that happening until July, okay? That'll be a big month, a big test for you when it comes to your marriage or your partnership or whatever it is for you, okay? What I do see this card as being is one that where you haven't communicated about something that's pissed you off from the past. Let's be frank. Something that your partner did annoyed you and you haven't spoken about it. And Cancer, you know, I have a lot of you in my life, close friends, family members, and I love you all very differently. But one of the flip sides of your beautiful nature is that you tend to not speak up when you're hurt, and you keep your lid on it, and you become like, what's the best way to describe this? Like that little bird that's all the feathers are ruffled, and you just stewing it and stewing it and stewing it, right? And that poor little bird's keeping it together. When actually, if you just voice to your partner how you feel and what you're unhappy with, whatever they did that you're still holding together, Cancer, and cleared the air, then you'll be able to just be set free from it. And I feel like then they'll be like, oh, I didn't even realize, I'm so sorry. Don't let it get to that point, okay? Transform how you're communicating in your relationship, because I feel like your partner's going to receive you better than you think. And for others of you where it may be a little bit rocky, and I think I did say this in the 2019 reading, that for some of you this could be the year where you finally part ways. It's not quite the time yet, okay? So just keep sitting with that feeling, keep journaling about it, keep trying to work on being the best version of you. And when and if that time comes, you'll know, because it'll be so clear, you won't be able to deny it. The other message we have for the other group of Cancers watching is poised. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. And it says, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for a deeper, more intimate relationship. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in for you. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. There you go, Cancer. So that was your reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.